Speaking of celebrities,
Hit me.
they all want to know,
Hit me.
what was the biggest takeaway for you from the Diddy case? And be as honest as you need
They
to.
all want to know this.
Well, yeah, everybody has a different opinion. How you feel about Diddy is like almost like your tarot cards or something,
Exactly.
right?
It's like Democrat, Republican.
Yep. Oh God.
Obviously, I was pretty like up to date with the Diddy shit because we talked about it every week. So the major crimes that he was accused of, he didn't get charged for. He got charged, I believe, officially for 2 counts of transportation of prostitutes. I believe was the charges. Which is like, what it got him 5 years with time served.
Yeah, like 4.5.
Yeah. So, if we were really going after him, he should have got a lot more time for that video of him beating the shit out of Cassie like
Yes.
that. Like my homies, I guess they're not my homies anymore, but I've had people in my life who have not even hit their girl to that extent and have, and have had worse times with the law.
And you know what I think I'm finding out is maybe the reason that didn't cut. Like, I agree. The domestic violence wise, you were beating the shit out of that girl, and you deserve everything coming to you. What people have forgotten about is that she already settled for the domestic violence of upwards of like 10 to 20 million. Or something.
Well, yeah, after she got announced, she did settle.
Yeah,
but
and I think that she could have kept fighting, and he could have had more time.
But in Colorado, domestic violence is it's
retriable.
It's taken upon the state's accord.
Oh,
so
it's not on the girl.
Exactly. So it doesn't matter if you don't want to press charges against me. The state's pressing charges against me on your behalf.
That's huge.
So I don't know. That's probably California.
Yeah. So watch out, you Denver abuser ass niggas.
Exactly.
Yeah, the state gonna hit your ass in the face with it.
I mean, I'm not gonna like. That's probably better because if it's a true domestic violence case, you're probably scared of the person. If you're a woman,
of course.
I don't know. I've never been a man in domestic violence, but I could empathize with a woman who's too afraid to leave.
Or the lesser of the two people, regardless. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I would assume like you're too scared to press charges. So if the state does it, you could wipe your hands clean and be like, it's not me, it's not me.
I didn't do it. Yeah.
But still be thankful that the state's doing it.
And I think something. I can't speak on the whole hood's behalf, but something I was raised with in the hood is like when it comes to women and children, bro, that's not snitching, bro. You know what I mean? If you're hurting kids and beating on women, no, everybody telling on your bitch ass. And if we're not telling on you, we fucking you up.
I'm pro snitching. I'm pro snitching.
Hell, hey, you're media.
If you shoot someone and kill someone next to me, I'm gonna be like, dang, bro, why did you do this? And if they question me, be like, bro, you did this. You shot this person. I don't want to go to jail for you.
I am like 90% pro snitching unless you signed up for whatever you were planning.
That's true.
Exactly. And in the hood, that's like, I'm not of a gang, but being raised around gangs, you realize like we all signed up for this together based on our affiliation in the gang. And the second you didn't want to do this, you have to either say that and go through the trials and tribulations of getting your ass beat, or deal with whatever you're going to deal with later on. Because
thankfully, never been in a gang. Thank God. I grew up in like a farm area.
Lovely.
So.
And we were jealous of y'all niggas.
Exactly. I had a pig that I thought was my pet. Okay. And I ended up feeding it. To the point to where it was ready to be eaten. So we ate it, and I was like, "Fuck, that wasn't my pet."
Did your parents slaughter your pig, or did they take it to someone to kill?
No, it was my dad and my uncle for sure.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was like I had to help for sure.
Oh, you were involved. In the mix.
Fuck yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I mean, eventually you have to eat the food.
And shout out to Big.
That was dinner for like the next 4 nights.
See, and that is more gangster than anything. Like,
killing pigs.
It's like in a weird way. Like niggas in the hood, we can't do that. Like,
I stepped on a chicken's head one time.
Like I might. Like I'm not a gangster, but I might pull a strap on a nigga if I needed to. I could never ever kill a pig, bro. That is thug shit. Like and I respect it on a human level. I don't respect overall. I'm not trying to hurt animals, but like survivalist, it's gonna be you over me. Me with my little thug ability, or whoever in the hood with their gangsterism and their 10 years in prison, you are going to win having farm skills.
I think it teaches you, stability and responsibility for sure. Like obviously we didn't rely on shit like that. We weren't that big of farmers, but. It's just another life that you're caring for. It's like a pet, or it's like a dog or a cat.
And a perspective to have too. Like even if it wasn't your lifestyle, now you know this is how life works. And I like my kid. I think she's like going down the path of being vegan or vegetarian, which I totally respect because she's my kid. I'm gonna help her out. But like at that point you realize like, although I eat meat, am I savage enough to continue eating meat if the world went to shit? I don't know. I might end up a vegetarian, bro, because I gotta go catch a bunny or something. Like,
you gotta go catch a bunny.
Bro.
I had pet bunnies too, and I ate them.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You are a vicious fucking.
Well, I always thought they were my pets, but they never ended up being my pets. Realistically, it was just a facade my dad would tell me just to, I guess, feed them consistently.
Just to help you take care of them.
Exactly.
I mean, you got through it though. That's crazy. So is that more like? Is that common in Pueblo to have like farms? We don't have that many. Like,
no, I mean there's the city area and then there's like a farming area.
I've only been out there like twice, 3 times.
I'm not like a country bumpkin.
Okay.
Or nothing, you know.
I mean, you've killed many animals and eaten them, so you are closer to a country bumpkin than me.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that is a strength that I envy though. You know what I mean? Like we all want somebody else's life. As a kid, I totally thought it'd be cool as shit to grow up on a farm.
So my family's from Mexico.
Okay.
So like I had this uncle, who actually just recently passed away. But he had like a major onion farm, like a major distribution of a onion farm.
Cool.
I'm talking like a millionaire type shit.
Okay.
We never really saw that money in the States because I'm not gonna like ask my fucking Mexican uncle for any money. But I went to his farm multiple times, and that shit was like the real deal.
That's tight.
Multiple pens of like every single farm animal you could think of, and it's not necessarily the biggest pens. These are farm animals for sure.
Mm-hmm. I only know one person right now. Like I know people who've lived in Mexico, but I only know one person who's currently living in Mexico, and he's kind of the idea like where he's at, you either work the farm or you go work at the resort. He's in like Puerto Vallarta, right? Would you say that that's true of where your family's at too? It's like farms are
No, for sure. I got cousins who are like Mexican doctors or just regular cousins who just do like graphic design in Mexico type stuff. So no, there's for sure options. I mean, obviously Mexico's a big country,
and it's a mindset thing too.
Yeah,
people say that regardless wherever they live, they're like, "There's no options here, bro." And you're like in the middle of the world. Like, good luck, bro.
For sure. I mean, nowadays with the cartel what's happening there, it's kind of scary. But growing up, I enjoyed going to Mexico.
Cool.
It was something. I had multiple cousins down there around my age, so it was like a cool culture shock.
Where in Mexico?
Delicias. Mostly in Delicias, really.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.